Today we review Prom, a movie about the most important event in our lives apart from marriage and death itself. How can we make this formal dance so wonderful, perfect, and dreamy? Find out right now on Movieology. Welcome to Movieology, your ticket to engaging the spectacular world of film from the bedrock of biblical truth. I am your host, Joseph Darnell. Watch the show from our website, Movieology.tv. You can also find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. For movie news and reviews right in your inbox, sign up for Movieology's free e-newsletter right here. Before I dive into today's review, I want to let you know that we had some technical issues with our email address, info@movieology.tv. As soon as they came to our attention, we got it fixed, but there is a good possibility if you emailed us between April 4th and 27th that we didn't get your message. We are so sorry. We got it fixed so that if you want to resend something to us now, we will get it and I will read it right now. Well, maybe we should go ahead and, do this first, and then I'll go to my desk and, I'll take care of that. You just go ahead and send your message. Nova Prescott, the overachieving class president, is trying hard to unify the senior class in the spirit of prom. When all the decorations for the party literally go up in flames, it is up to Nova and the school's bad boy, Jesse Richter, to recreate the decorations in the 3 short weeks before the night of the event. Other students have problems too, what with getting a prom date, keeping a date, or finding what matters more to them than prom itself. Several intersecting stories unfold at one high school as the big dance approaches. For Nova, it's the battle of the wills as she finds herself drawn to the guy who gets in the way of her perfect prom. Fellow seniors harbor secrets, while others face all the insecurity and anticipation that surrounds one of high school's most seminal events. Prom stars Amy Teagarden, Thomas McDonnell, Devon Nixon, Danielle Campbell, and was directed by Joe Nussbaum. Right off the bat, I should let you know that I was homeschooled, and I never went to prom, so I cannot appreciate the angst that goes with it. But as far as I am familiar with the idea of prom and the testimonies of others, let's just say I might be a bit more objective about this sort of thing. Prom, the movie, is first and foremost for girls 14 to 18 years of age. Unless you're a woman in college or beyond that enjoys reminiscing, you will find this movie pretty dull. As a note to the men, I was the only guy in the showing that I attended. In spite of the narrow audience in mind, Prom surprised me as a well-rounded analysis of teen insecurities with some good humor and surprisingly okay acting. But what little I have to say in its favor is outdone by the cliches, bad acting, shallow script, and rose-colored glasses look at high school. Prom is idealized in Prom. There's no bullies, cliques, rude behavior, crude language, graffiti, spills in the cafeteria, chewing gum on the sidewalk, or dogs that bark. It's a world where everyone could essentially get along in high school if it weren't for the fear of man getting in the way. Everyone has some insecurity, like whether others like them or not, or whether they can be true to themselves. Nova wants perfection in all that she does. Everyone else, to one degree or another, simply wants something more obtainable than perfection, but fears whether or not that they are doing the right thing for all involved. Even the antagonists care. Everyone is vested deeply in the whole of their feeble attempts to find happiness, success, and lasting relationship in the shallowness of one seemingly insignificant high school event. Well, some would call it significant. There are a few hints of Greek culture and philosophy. One pathetic student that doesn't get a date for prom calls the event the Olympics of high school, where just 2 or 3 students get all the glory and wish fulfillment while the rest try to make it good but end up with shattered dreams. The school's funny guy with a Greek girlfriend named Athena is not burdened by any sort of fear or ethical dilemma. He happens to be the one guy who gets the dreamiest prom date of all with hardly any effort. The prom itself has the theme Starry Night. This is a nod to Disney philosophy. Disney, the dream factory behind the movie, is all about when you wish upon a star. Most of the students' stories feel a little like modernized fairy tales where all girls' dreams come true. Everything is about what the girls want. If guys get what they want, that's all right, but not at the expense of hindering the girls' hopes and dreams. The message of prom is that we should all be able to get what we want so long as we are willing to work hard at it. If you aren't willing to fight for it, then you won't get what you want and you will have to settle for less. You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometime, you'll find that you get what you need. Did you hear that? Anyway, remember too that along the way to getting what you want, you need to be true to yourself and avoid getting in the way of others' dreams. The worldview is fundamentally humanism, but it's weak, very shallow, and not self-aware. Most all the dialogue in Prom is superficial, hardly involving abstracts. When we look at the whole of people's actions, Prom calls on the students to seek human fulfillment in the here and now to make prom memorable. We can overcome all obstacles with reason and reliance on humanity to do the right thing. When people let us down, we should not let them drag us down. We should be overcomers by our sheer will to do what we think is ideal without any real compass to guide us apart from our intellects and feelings. Now let's thank our wonderful sponsor, American Vision. American Vision is dedicated to restoring America's biblical foundation. They have invaluable resources for history, apologetics, eschatology, and worldview studies. No biblical enthusiast should go without tapping into their wealth of accessible scholarly work. As a Movieology fan, you are treated at 10% off all purchases at AmericanVision.com when you use the coupon code Hollywood at checkout. American Vision is the ministry that will help you understand the world you live in. So check them out at AmericanVision.com. So I give Prom 2.5 stars out of 5. It is barely at the threshold of okay. The rosiness of this depiction of high school offers much needed relief from the harshness of the real world when you just want to turn your mind off and numbly enjoy a teenage chick flick. The cliches are rampant and the ending is very predictable. Prom is one of those movies, though, where so much could be said about so little. So if you have seen it, we'd love your thoughtful perspective in a comment. Also remember to catch our show online at Movieology.tv, the source for worldview enthusiasts' news, reviews, and discussion of all things film. And please do us a favor, share Movieology with your friends that like to discuss movies. I'm Joseph Darnell. Until next time, thank you for watching Movieology. There are a few hints of great culture and philosophy. Directed by Joe Nussbaum. Nussbaum? Ow! My ring hurts. When you wish upon a star, doesn't matter who you drink the blood of. We want to take a moment of silence for all the kids out there who didn't get the perfect prom that they wanted. Okay, we're done. Most all the dialogue in Prom is superficial, hardly finding involving abstracts. When we look at the world food of the feet of the fungo, I find fungus under my fingernail. When we look at the worldview in Prom, I find fungus under my fingernail.